everybody, it's Bean and Bagel. My husband and I are a married couple from the Midwest. He's from Michigan and I'm from Minnesota, and together we post mostly food-related videos here on our channel. And we post videos once or twice a week. If you'd like to subscribe, we would love to have you. Today we are talking about this new Canada Dry ginger ale. It is Fruit Splash, and this is ginger ale that is flavored with cherry, and it says it has real fruit juice. When we looked, it has cherry and lime juice concentrate. So I really like cherry limeade, so I'm kind of excited about that. And we do just have the zero sugar version today. They do have a regular sugar version as well, but we could only find the zero sugar one when we were at the store. So that's what we're having today. But without further ado, I'm gonna try it.
Speaking of our dry Canadian friends to the north, I am originally from Michigan, as she mentioned, and sometimes living in Michigan, you find yourself in Canada because you're so close to the border. And one day, my brother and I were driving around because you were just having one of those days where, you just want to go for a drive, so that's what we were doing. And we found ourselves at a border checkpoint of Canada, and we're like, let's just drive in Canada. We'll just drive around. But we got rejected at the checkpoint because when we went up to the Border Patrol agent, they ask you that typical question of, what's your reason for entering our country? And our response was honest. We were just, we're just driving around. We just want to drive around Canada. And then they kind of had this look on their faces like, really? Like, you only want to drive around? Because I'm sure they hear like thousands of answers, and it's probably rarely ever, I just want to drive around your country. And so they ended up rejecting us and telling us, like, that's not a good enough reason for us to let you in our country to just drive around. So you're going to have to turn around and go back to Michigan. So we got turned away.
Yeah. So speaking of Canada, Canada Dry was invented in the late 1800s by a chemist in the Toronto area. And ginger ale had already been created back in like the mid 1700s in England and Ireland. And it was actually for stomach aches, like a home remedy for stomach aches. And I feel like that's kind of interesting that a lot of us still use it for that purpose. So kind of interesting. As far as our review of Try It or Walk By It, in my opinion, I definitely get all the cherry at the beginning. I get the lime kind of at the end. And I feel like both of those flavors work really well with ginger. And I really like it. So I'm going to say try it.
I also get the cherry, as you should if they say it's in there. And I don't get as much lime, but I do think I get a little bit of it at the end. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of cherry 7-Up. If you're unfamiliar, or if you're familiar with what 7-Up is, they have a cherry version of it. But it's just like ginger ale instead of whatever 7-Up is. What is that, like a lemony lime kind of drink?
Lemon lime, yeah.
So, that's what I get from it. But I would buy it again, so I'd say try it.
Sure.
But that's our video for today. We're glad that you came along with us on our Canadian adventure, and we hope to see you in the future. See ya.
Bye.